Okay, good morning. Welcome to yet another meeting of the LA City Council. Today is, not yet? Oh, we need one more? No, we have people. Oh, we're waiting on one. Oh. Okay, we're waiting for one more minute before we can get started. Okay, great. Welcome to another meeting. Today is Wednesday, September 3rd, 2025. I am Nithya Raman, Assistant President Pro Tem of the City Council, running today's meeting. Public comment will be taken in person in the council chamber only for today's meeting. Madam Clerk, can you please call the roll?
Blumenfield, Harris, Dawson, Hernandez, Hutt, Hirado, Lee, McCosker, Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Rahman, Rodriguez, Soto Martinez, Yaroslavsky, 10 members present in quorum. Madam President.
Since there are so few public speakers today, I'm just going to ask anyone who wants to make public comment to move to your left side, and the sergeants will guide you to the podium.
Hello, I'm speaking to general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Excellent. Hello, I'm Arnd Peter Castelline. I'm a resident of CD1.
Sorry, hold on just a second. We'll get the timer going. Don't worry. Go ahead.
Hello, I'm Arnd Peter Castelline. I'm a resident of CD1, and I'm also the LA chapter chair for the Equal Vote Coalition, where we advocate for a voting method called star voting. The Charter Commission has nominated both star voting and ranked choice voting as topics for their further study. So today I want to share why I recommend star voting over ranked choice voting. Under star voting, voters would give each candidate a score from 0 to 5. This way, voters get to express their full and honest opinion on their ballot, and that allows them to have equal influence in the election, regardless of how many candidates are running under their party. I used to be an RCV supporter, but then switched after learning more. Both STAR and RCV offer expressive ballot and positive campaigning. We saw that in New York City most recently, but RCV still has many of the problems under the current system. In particular, there's still vote splitting and spoiler candidates. I built a website at rcvchangealaska.com breaking down how this impacted Alaska's election and how gatekeeping came back in subsequent elections.
I'm Bruce Dixon with Equal.Vote and Star Voting. In a few months, the CRC Commission will likely recommend a voting method for district elections. The goal of elections ought to be locating the center of the majority's preference for change. Anyone reading electionscience.org understands there is no perfect voting system. All methods score under 100%, yet two methods continue to score highest: approval voting and star voting. What about ranked choice? 17 states have now banned RCV. Also, Germany's Supreme Court ruled RCV unconstitutional because of non-monotonicity. That's big in election science. Published academic papers show RCV only a slight improvement over plurality voting. We welcome anyone interested in improving the health of elections.
Thank you.
Good morning. General public comments. You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
I want to emphasize that I am asking you to take action as individuals, not as a group. I'm not calling for a council vote. Just because the person beside you is slacking off doesn't mean that you shouldn't represent your constituents by writing to the governor. People know very well that they are victims of sickening crimes. They know very well that the police are deliberately ignoring these crimes. People know very well that they are being intimidated from coming forward, and they know very well that you are refusing to protect them by demanding actual oversight.
Okay, hi, I'm Taylor, I'm a protester. I'm District 1 as well. I came here to talk about two things. One, Jim McDonald, and two, there's a fence at 535 New Alameda Street that DHS put up. Let's talk about Jim for a second. I went to the police commission meeting and I told them about our 24-hour protest and how LAPD has been a little less than warm than welcoming. And literally immediately after the police commission meeting, LAPD has pretty much nonstop, pretty heavily been on our butts out there, so I want to put that on the record. I know it takes 2/3 of you to remove him. Let's work on that. And then DHS and ICE put up a gate around 535 North Alameda Street because we're protesting there. It is a hazard. People can't walk by as freely as they used to. It takes up about half the sidewalk. And now they're macing us because of it and tear gassing us because of it. Just putting it on the record.
Next speaker.
I'd like to speak on items 1, 31, 32, 33, and general public comment.
Okay, so you have,
Yeah, sorry, Speaker. Could you also just make sure that you're moving the microphone so we can hear you? Thank you so much.
okay, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Okay, all items on this agenda look like a kindergarten class put it together, as none of these items are of any transformative significance due to the incompetence of these $20,000 per month council circus clowns. Number 1 is for corrupt sleazy McQueasy Dawson, an indicted current price, currently on trial, corrupt current price, putting a lien on citizens' property at 6212 Corbin Avenue for nuisance abatement cost in hopes of Dawson and Price confiscating the citizens' property via current Price's family business in future, instead of assisting the property owner. All when the incompetence of all these city council clowns sitting here because 16,000 city structures to burn. In my opinion, these motions should state that the sleazy council is the nuisance instead of the property owner. Further, in my opinion, indicted with additional corruption charges and out on bail and on trial corruption, current Price should not be allowed to represent the city by voting on any item. I demand that Sleazy Dawson and on trial current Price be investigated by the Attorney General regarding this item. Item 31, 32, and 33 are all for properties to be removed from the REAP program. In my opinion, these property owners should be reimbursed from current Price's attempts to confiscate these properties through his wife's business. In my opinion, sleazy, corrupt, incompetent Dawson and indicted on trial current Price should not be allowed to vote because Price is being convicted and Dawson is indicted for corruption. In my opinion, these REAP items are indicative of the twisted priorities of this sleazy council. When black women are only 4% of the population, but nearly 50% of the aggravated assaults and rapes in Los Angeles. This is our black leadership at these 20,000 per month, black clowns and all the rest too. The only have these REAP accounts on the agenda while items of thousands are homeless. In my opinion, all these REAP items should include some homeless solutions, but these incompetent 20,000 per month clowns have none. General public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute.
Public, when you hire clowns, you get these circus of corrupt incompetence. Sleazy Marquise Dawson, Asian, also Lee, non-conformative items on today's agenda. Oh, goodness. CD8, the highest homeless rate, the highest unemployment rate in the entire United States. Over 12.5%. CD8 is a near complete food desert. Sleazy Dawson has spent over $10 million on luxury offices for himself while items of thousands are homeless. Dawson was appointed by petty pink-faced corrupt Armenian and dictator Paul Ku Klux Klan, a legendary fool. Criminally insane Curran Price has been indicted on additional charges for voting on his wife's city contracts and polygamy. $1 billion budget emergency, homeless epidemic emergency, $275 billion fire damage emergency, and sleazy, I'm on general comment, these...
Speaker, your time has expired. Next speaker.
And you can start this individual's time because he's clearly delaying.
May I finish my banana, please?
So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
I was just trying to, under the ADA, be in compliance of eating my banana.
So this is not on the agenda. This is your first and only warning. If you stray off topic again, I'm going to move you to general public comment.
Listen, Mr. Attorney, with your transparency bullshit, what about what Bob Bloomfield is doing regarding the North Corbin Avenue Street? What is he doing there? Why is the Jew enforcing people through your so-called broken window of transparency, not behind the doors that you do your dirty work, putting a lien against this individual at this property located at 6212 North Corbin Avenue? You know why? It's for your comment and what you said about me right now. You initially attacked me on my First Amendment.
Okay, not on the agenda. You're welcome to speak to it during general, and now you're on general public comment. You were previously warned. You have 1 minute.
So now
Go ahead.
I'm going on to item number of transportation, fool. Hey, fool. Transportation. Did you know that the city of Los Angeles has a project to spend, and don't get me wrong, maybe I don't know how to read numbers. Help me out, Smoke and Scan. It's 11.789.618.00. Is that millions of dollars for a project in just one black area? What about all the other black neighborhoods that need their projects repaired, Mr. Transparency Attorney? Aren't you the one hiding behind closed doors, illegally conducting bad business on transparency of our transportation? That makes you a criminal. Supporting these type of actions, Mr. Jonathan Phillip Grote, on item 23 and item 24, you dumbass. Yeah, look at it. Yeah, sip it down, fool. And my last 2 seconds, fuck you.
Nope, you were already warned. You were on general public comment just now. I would also remind you you're on probation, so please vacate the podium.
And take your banana peel, sir.
Mr. Herman, take your banana with you. You can't leave your garbage on the podium.
Littering is
In
not
fact,
permitted here.
This is your first and only warning. Do not disrupt this meeting. You're here every day. You try and break the rules every day. Vacate the podium. And I believe, Madam President, we are told that there are no other speakers, and I believe we've exhausted.
There are some individuals who came in later. If anyone is here who didn't hear our announcement initially, who wants to make public comment, please make your way to the left side of the chamber. Going once, going twice. Okay. I think at this point we can close public comment. Okay, Councilmember Jurado, do you have a comment, an announcement?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I would like to announce that there is an art exhibit also at the gallery that Councilmember Hernandez is putting forth. And I forgot that I wanted to give comments for item 8. That's what I was actually coming up to talk about. If I may make comments on item 8. Sorry.
You were supposed to make comments on item 8?
Yes.
Do you want to make those comments now during the announcement?
Yes, please.
Well, she's just making a general announcement.
Yeah.
So these are, you're fine making them after, so the vote, we're not going to reconsider is all. That's.
Yeah, we don't need to redo the vote. I could just speak.
Please go ahead, Councilmember.
Okay, thank you. And so, this motion is between me and Councilmember Price for immigration-related financial assistance. And despite the motion not having been acted on yet, EWDD and CAO submitted reports pursuant to the motion to ask for more information, and EWDD actually recommended launching the DTLA Resilient Legacy Business Grant to support 130 existing DTLA legacy businesses within the curfew map with $5,000 in cash grants. They're also leveraging LA Rise and Youth Jobs Corps to support the graffiti removal from all the things that have happened. And the CAO additionally highlighted a program that CIFD put forth to provide cash assistance. And the instruction that came out of EDJ was for CIFD to report on cash assistance, including conversations with philanthropy, and a micro enterprise grant lottery with EWDD and CIFD. And this is an example of departments coming together, taking initiative. Initially, when we brought this motion forward, there was no money that could be found by the CAO, but I really commend these departments for making something happen. Okay.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Jurado, and that's really, I think it's one of the few instances I've heard of departments proactively submitting reports, and I imagine that that's due to the diligence of you and your fellow council members in pushing that forward. So thank you. Councilmember Padilla.
Good morning, council members. Today I just wanted to stand and make for all of my Sun Valley community members who are watching and following, I just wanted to let them know that items 21, 25, and 26 are for you. I want to thank everyone who attended from Sun Valley, the town hall that we had related to potentially constructing tiny homes at our underutilized Metrolink station. They told us what their fears were, what they were excited about, and what else they'd like to see, and what would make them feel like it could be a better project. And these motions indicate exactly that feedback. So for those that are watching, like I said, these are for you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Councilmember Padilla. I'm sure the community will be glad to hear that they're being listened to. Other members, announcements? Nope. Okay, seeing none, please rise for adjourning motions. And if I could get everyone in the chambers to rise, if you're able. Members, any adjourning motions on my left? Any adjourning motions on my right? Okay, seeing none, an efficient meeting. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.